I need to start going to therapy because 2020, this is the year of therapy, getting yourself right. You don't have to go to therapy, but do things that are therapeutic to you, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Vaughn again, and if you're watching this, today is actually New Year's Eve, so happy New Year's Eve. But I mean, regardless of the fact, if you're watching this video, it's a new year, so happy New Year! Guys, if you saw the title of this video, I'm basically going to be talking about my New Year's resolutions while I actually take out this mini twist that I've been having for it's been about a week and some change, I think. Yeah, it's like a week and a couple days. So yeah, I'm about to go with AJ to this recruiter office, and then yeah, so I just thought to film this video. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. If you know who I am, obviously some of y'all don't, but you are aware of who I am. I am such like I'm a writer. Like I like to write things. I don't like to like write like novels and documentaries. I mean, no, not that. I like to write, but I don't like to write like essays and stuff like that unless, you know, it's maybe like creative or, you know, something like that. But I'm not your average like writer, but I do love to write everything that I'm thinking about or, you know, planning for. Like I write my to-do list every single day. Even if I don't accomplish one thing on that list, I still try to, you know, do the practice of doing it. So anyways, I say all that to say I wrote all of my resolutions for this year. So I write them by categories, so I'm very organized when it comes to that as well. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a couple of my categories. So first category are my personal goals. So my personal goals consist of things obviously that are very personal to me. Things that I need to work on, like my inner self, or you know, things like my habits or my, you know, things like that. So the goals that I have are being more active in regards to my health. So in a nutshell, talking about, you know, going to my annuals or going to the doctor consistently like I need to, or going to the dentist, going to OBGYN, and, you know, all those different things. Making sure I go to the freaking eye doctor, because clearly I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, but clearly I don't have them on. So yeah. Another thing is to be more organized. That's definitely a big hitter for me, because I am like a person that likes to be organized always 24/7, but sometimes I'm not there. Like I said earlier, I write my task and stuff, and like I have everything that I want to do for the day, things of that nature, but I just don't ever get them done because I'm not organized with it, and I want to have better ways to be organized with how I want to accomplish those things. So that's really important for me for this new year. Start having more self-care days, and I'm not always talking about like bubble baths and mani-pedi and things of that nature. I want to start having more self-reflective days on how I did this week, or how did I do today, or, you know, I want to be on a consistent basis of really getting to know myself more, because we all think we know ourselves, but then once you sit in a room where you're in your comfort zone and you start to think about a lot of the things that may have been transpiring within the last couple days, last couple weeks, months, years, whatever, you really start to get to know like who you are at that moment. And I want to have more days like that, because the more often that I do that, the less likely I'm gonna be repeating the same cycle, you know? Having skin cleared, like I'm talking like cleared by the end of next year, because I don't think it ever like really shows on my videos. I actually just washed my face before this video, so it might look a little clear, quote unquote, but I want to have my skin way clearer than where it is right now. I do still have a lot of hyperpigmentation, scarring. And it's not that I'm very self-conscious about it or insecure about it. It's just, I feel like I've dealt with it for so long, and this is not something that, how can I explain it? Like, these scarrings, like, obviously it's not something that cannot be fixed. So anything that can be fixed, that's how I feel I need to work on it this year, you know? So definitely that's something that's really big for me personally, because I'm tired of having this scarring. Like, I want to have clear skin, but I don't want to, you know, go through the ins and outs of doing that. Like, I want to work on my health. That's why I started that first and foremost, because who knows, that could probably clear it up itself without doing all these different procedures and stuff like that. It's hyperpigmentation, so it's not strenuous, but still, I'm sick of the scarring, so that's why I want to get it fixed. Another one is be consistently on time and work on my time management. I'm not the type of person that's always late to stuff, thank God, but there are a lot of situations that I have been in where I've been late for things that's like super important, and the problem of me being late was that it could have been prevented. And I hate being in those type of situations. Like, if I'm late for something, I want to have a really good reason for doing so, or being late or whatever. Not just because I started my makeup late, so that's why I had to be late for this, and I had to finish it because, you know, I started it, I wasn't gonna wipe it off, like things like that. I hate being in those type of situations. You know what they always say about the Black people, like, we always late for everything. And I'm trying to get out of that stigma, and I'm trying to change that narrative, because that's just not it. And I never want to be that friend where they're like, oh yeah, she's always late for everything. Ugh, I just can't stand it. So I had to work on that. I need to start going to therapy, because 2020, this is the year of therapy, getting yourself right. You don't have to go to therapy, but do things that are therapeutic to you, okay? Because we need to, and by we, I'm talking about the Black folks, sorry. Like, we definitely need to work on our mental, our physical, our emotional, and our spiritual being. So do things that are therapeutic, my people. Therapeutic, okay? Super simple. Like, we need to stop feeling like we can just fix everything by ourselves by just sitting in a room for a long period of time, and, you know, thinking we can just talk to our man or talk to our girl or talk to a friend and think everything is just gonna be okay. Like, it's good to talk to people, don't get me wrong. Like, you need to open your mouth when it comes to things that you may be going through, but we need professional help, okay? Because some of y'all, these friends can't do what these professionals can do. You know, first of all, you need to be close with God. If you're not, that's fine. Go to therapy though, something. My last personal goal is to manifest. Manifestation is real, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Manifest your life, manifest your goals, manifest all life, the whole nine. Watch it happen. Write it down, make it plain, and call it a day. Speak it to the universe. Speak it on paper. Another category, financial goals. I definitely want to save. I want to have better credit, get out as much debt as possible, and a financial goal of mine is to give me a new car by next year for sure. I really want to try to get it by my birthday, but yeah, we'll see. It's possible, but we'll see. Next category. In my faith category, I have listed that definitely want to start reading my Bible more often, at least once a day. I definitely want to start journaling more. I have been journaling. I want to start journaling a little bit more, getting very intuitive with, you know, what I'm learning on an everyday basis as well. And I also want to visit Transformation Church. And if you don't know who that is, what that is, whatever, Transformation Church is a church that is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I believe it's in North Tulsa, Oklahoma. Their pastor is called, his name is Michael Todd, and he's pretty viral. Definitely you can watch all of his sermons and stuff on YouTube if you're into that. Just type in Michael Todd or Transformation Church and all of the sermons will be there. He's amazing, and I have to go. I was supposed to go this month, and by this month I'm talking about December of 2019. But I didn't, so definitely got to do that. The next one are my relationship goals for the year, and this is not, you know, within my marriage. It's not only within my marriage, it's also like my friendship goals or like my family goals and stuff like that when it comes to relationships with people. I definitely want to be content with non-communication with others, and what I mean by that is one of the most toxic, well, I wouldn't even say it's a toxic trait. I feel like it's toxic to me, not for other people, but I care too much, okay? I care too much. But the thing about that is, when I'm thinking of a person, I'm the type of person that'll call you. The minute I'm thinking about you, I'm like, oh, I need to call her and check on her, da da da. Well, sometimes when I do that and I call people and they don't answer, and it's happened multiple times, I feel some type of way behind that, because it's like, okay, well, we don't talk every day, that's one thing, but for you to just completely just like to be ignoring me, and you can't even like at least talk once out of the month, and you know you're okay with that. I know you see my missed call, like I'm not dumb, but or when I feel like people have more time for other people, and they give me the excuse of, oh, I never have time, like blah 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 blah, you know, I feel some type of way about that. And most of the situations that I'm in, it's just people being fake. But I do feel like some people, a reason why we probably just don't really communicate like that is just because, I don't know, I guess life, but I can't even really say that, because everyone puts their time into talking to people when they want to. They put in that effort, they put in that time, so it's no excuse. So I don't know. I want to be okay with not talking to people, regardless of the situation. I just want to be okay with that. And right now I'm not, but I'm working on it for sure. This goes into building healthy relationships with people too. Okay, y'all, my camera cut off, so forgive me. But I was just talking about my healthy relationships with friends. I wanted to build healthy enough relationships with friends, family, my husband, to a point where I want it to be very okay for us to be on the same page with things, as far as like when we're having issues or when we're dealing with things, or when we're not in a good space, like we can openly talk about it without like a misunderstanding, or without feeling, you know, uncomfortable with bringing the subject up and things of that nature. Because look, I done lost a lot of people this year, and people that I never thought I'd probably lose in my dear life, but I wouldn't, and I don't know if it was like for good, but I know at this very moment I've lost some people at the moment, and I wish our relationship was better and we would make it better. You know, anything can happen in the future, tomorrow, today, whatever. But as of right now, I just had bad understanding from some people, and I no longer wanted to deal with the stress, because I felt like I was getting stressed out and it was starting to be a job, and it didn't really need to be. So I wasn't too fond of that at all. So that's why we're not friends at the moment right now, and I wish them well and everything. But as of right now, your girl is really just trying to get her life together. So that's how I feel about my relationships goals for the year. Career goals. I definitely want to continue to make some content on YouTube. I have to do better. And I know we all say that, or a lot of YouTubers say that, or whatever. They want to be more consistent on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. But I seriously do, because like my TV is YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. I get inspired a lot about a lot of things that happens, a lot of people's content. And, you know, I want to build more content for my YouTube. I think the problem for me is just wanting more out of like my equipment and stuff. Like I want a new camera, like I want all this different stuff, and I just have to learn. I need to make what I have work, and I'm trying. Obviously I am. Like I really don't even want to be using this camera right now, but it's just, I have to do better. So in order to get better, in order to receive better, I have to do better. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm starting it with this video. I also want to start taking more acting classes and workshops and stuff, because my, you know, first love of a career is definitely trying to act and be in the film industry. But I need to make those steps to get there, and I have a lot of things cooked up and planned for the new year. So hopefully and prayerfully that these things align with each other and align with God has for me, because I got a lot of different projects going on this year, and it's like, am I gonna have room for all of this stuff? I will. So I gotta believe it, and I have to work toward it. So yeah, and with those acting classes, I want to start auditioning for different projects and stuff for the year. So hopefully I can kind of get intuitive and knowledgeable in that field, so I can make those accomplishments and stuff. I also want to make it to 1,000 followers this year. I'm at like a 163, so I am a very small YouTuber. However, I want to make it to 1,000 followers for sure. It definitely can happen. I just have to be consistent with myself and the content that I produce to you guys. I have to be comfortable with it first, and then I can produce those, because at the end of the day, I want to provide things that I know that I would actually watch for myself. And I know I'm not the only person that's like myself in this world, so you know, I want to attract different areas and different people, and also, you know, the people that are like myself. I want to get my esthetician license. I am working towards that because I have something that I am trying to build, and it's going to require for me to get an esthetician license. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Start school. I also want to get invited to YouTube Black. If you don't know what that is, search it up. There's different YouTubers that went, like Jayla Majette, who's like my favorite, or Jayla O'Neal, De'Ara and Ken, I know y'all know who that is, DK4L, who else, Jackie Ina and Dennis, they went, and so many different YouTubers that we run across, they all went to YouTube Black. It was in Atlanta this year, so I definitely want to go to that. And if you see me scratching my nose, guys, like I'm sniffing and stuff, and like my nose is feeling real itchy right now, so I'm just trying to rub it. I ain't digging in my nose. So and then lastly, I want to accomplish doing Vlogtober and Vlogmas this year. Or next year, tomorrow, whatever. I really wanted to do Vlogmas this year, and I didn't get to, but I plan on doing it for 2020, so y'all stay tuned for that as well. Next category is like my funsies type of goals, things that I want to do, like bucket list type of things. Not really, but fun stuff. I definitely want to start wedding planning again for another event. If y'all haven't watched that video that I posted not too long ago about like how I had like one of the worst wedding nightmares of my life, yeah, I had that, so go watch that video if you haven't. I want to shop for Black Friday, and I actually want to like create a whole like savings fund just for Black Friday, because I never get to shop for it. None of these years I've actually like genuinely shopped for Black Friday, so that's happening this year, period. I want to get a Christmas gift for everyone, and what I mean by that is like I literally want to give a Christmas gift to everyone who has been very beneficial into my life, whether if it's something small, it could be a card, it could be a gift card, like anything. Like I want to be able to provide a gift for everyone this year, because I'm not a very like gifty person. I don't like giving gifts out. Either just give money or buy something of what they want and call it a day. Like I'm not a wrapping gift person. Like I want to be. It's not that I have anything against it. I actually want to be that type of person, and hopefully I can start. I also want to host Thanksgiving at my crib this year, because we'll be moving back to my hometown in Houston, because his contract ends in February, so super excited about that. And then last but not least, for my funsies list, I definitely, when I say definitely, I definitely want to get a tattoo, like another one, because I have one and it's on my back, like my back shoulder on the right, but I definitely want to get another one. Like Jay and I decided that we were gonna get some tattoos, so I wanted to get at least one more. Not sure where it's gonna be, not sure what it's gonna be, so yeah, don't ask those questions. However, I'm still working on it, but I do want to get another tattoo for sure. And then my last category is my travel category. I literally don't travel at all. Like the most you gonna ever see me travel, or the most that I've ever done rather, was travel from Houston to Seattle and Seattle to Houston. That's as much as I've done. I went to Atlanta once to go to Alabama to visit someone, but literally that was, oh, and then I went to Chicago once for like 3 days. That was because we went down there for AJ's graduation when he graduated from the Navy. So other than that, those are the only like 2 places that I've been to. Oh, Mississippi, but I drove there. So yeah, but I haven't been to like ideal like places. So the 4 places that I plan on going to for the first time, or at least going back to like a, you know, a leisure trip, was definitely Atlanta. Atlanta is the top place on my list for next year. Like, I would be satisfied even if I just go to Atlanta and nowhere else. So yeah, Atlanta definitely is number 1. New Orleans, I have to go there. You would think I'm from Houston and I would have gone to New Orleans. I haven't, so that's on that. LA, definitely. I would be okay if I went to San Diego too, in place of LA, it doesn't matter. But I definitely just want to be in California. And lastly, back to Mississippi. Mississippi was a really, really good trip. You would think that it wouldn't, because it's such a, like, when you think of Mississippi, you think of it being such a country town, and granted, it is, okay? It really is. But it was actually a really cool place to go to, because AJ's from there, so it was really, really nice to go. So I would like to go back, for sure. That is the end of all of my categories. I tried to go through them pretty quickly because I didn't know how my camera was gonna act today. But for sure, those are definitely some really serious and near and dear to my heart goals for this upcoming year. Just because there's so much opportunity and so much in store for everyone, but definitely for myself. Just because this last decade was an interesting one for me personally. I do feel like I've had definitely some good moments, but I could never like give y'all a year between now, or between the beginning of this decade to now, just cause I don't know. I couldn't say like one year was really like amazing, you know? And I'm sure if anyone else would be able to say it, I'm sure it wasn't like completely amazing every month, you know? But it was still like a really, really good year for them. Me per se, I haven't really had such a good year within this decade, but I'm glad I survived it. I'm glad that, you know, I'm healthy, I'm alive, I'm doing well, and God has given me another opportunity to enter into another decade. This new decade, I will be definitely building a family at some point. Not sure when, so don't ask that question either. Thinking. But eventually, you know, I'm gonna be a mom, and I'm gonna, you know, have these higher amounts of responsibilities than I already have right now. And I'm also gonna be in my career field and doing what I love to do for myself, having so much more opportunity. Like, this decade is definitely the decade of opportunity. The other ones were too, for sure, but for me, this is going to be my opportunity decade, like the whole 9, you know? So I'm excited about it. I'm not sure about everybody else, but I'm very excited for this year. I'm pretty sure everybody got the jitters for being the new year and stuff, but I pray nothing but good health and wealth for all of you. I also, you know, pray for consistency for all of you as well, because, you know, like I know, around this time, everybody always got all these different things that they plan to do and want to have this, have that, have this, have that, and the year completely went bizarre. And instead of acknowledging and, you know, having a sense of humility towards it, or, you know, being grateful for that shit change, because you never know, you know, what you had planned probably was just not the best option for you at that stage of your life. But instead of people, you know, honoring that, they go bizarre, they get twisted all up, and then they just go downhill instead of, you know, trying to understand why those things may be happening. So yeah, I want all of us to have all these, you know, ideas and plans or whatever, but the main thing, and I'm talking to myself when I say this too, but the main thing is you have all these plans, you have all these, you know, goals and stuff in line, which is great. That means you're goal oriented. But at the same time, be prepared for the shifts that may or may not happen, because God definitely always has something better than what you have planned for yourself. Because if it was really, you know, based off of us, we would all be mediocre, because No, whether you believe in God or not, the higher being, whoever you believe in, they've done better for you than you could do for yourself. Simple. So, yeah. 2020 is lit. So, yeah, let me go ahead and finish these twists, and then I will show y'all the end result to it, and then I'm gonna close out this video. So, hold on. All right, y'all, this is, let me zoom this out. So, y'all, this is the finished result. I was gonna pick it out, but no, I'm probably not gonna pick it out right now. It's still early. It's like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So I'm not gonna try to pick it out right now, but I will pick it out probably later tonight when we figure out whatever the heck we're doing, because we clearly don't know right now. So yeah, but here's the end result, a mini twist. But I enjoyed doing this video, and again, Happy New Year to all of you guys. I hope that you guys had an amazing 2020. 2020 is the year of vision, so understand that you ain't got no choice but to just do it up, period, point blank, and that's that on that. Okay, hopefully you guys will see more content from me. I'm going to be trying my so very hardest this year to be providing everything that I can think of. So if y'all don't want to miss out on that, definitely like, comment, subscribe, comment what y'all thought about my goals or whatever y'all goals are for the new year. Also comment whatever you guys want to see from me for the next year, you know? So I mean, I'm here. Y'all can throw out some ideas and help a sister out. Let me know what you think. But again, like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on, so of course you can see whenever I post another video. But until then, a Happy New Year, guys, and I will see y'all when I see y'all, period. Okay, bye.